Hey, welcome everyone. This is Brad Walchek with Premier. First off, I just want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to join us on this webinar. With us today, we have Zach Parker from GTL to go over the new and improved, the revised Recover Cash. We've known about this coming out for a little while now and been excited about it, and it's finally here. So I know I've talked to you, or at least have messaged you guys about it, but this is just a great way for us to overall get the product out there and then have the professional to answer your questions. So without further ado, here is Zach.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Brad. And again, thank you all you agents for going ahead and joining us this morning. We are very excited about getting to launch the new and improved Recover Cash product. There's a brand new feature or benefit, whichever you want to call it, that we went ahead and added to this plan. We partnered up with our friends over at TCARE to launch sort of a caregiver benefit that I will be touching on during this presentation, but this is going to be a huge seller for you guys. It'll be a great little fit for your portfolio for anyone that you do sell short-term insurance to. So I'm going to go ahead and get things started here. A couple of housekeeping things though, before I go ahead and get over to the next slide here. Go ahead and feel free, type in any questions, comments you may have on the actual webinar here. I can see how many I can get to once I go ahead and finish up here. Outline, I'm going to briefly go over GTL, who we are as a company, and then I'm going to dive straight into the needs for Recover Cash, why you may want to sell GTL's Recover Cash, and how we went ahead and addressed the new problems that we went ahead and discovered. Alrighty. So first, those of you who are a little newer with working with GTL or haven't yet sold for GTL, we'd like to give a little bit of a face to a name. So on this screen here, you're going to go ahead and see a couple of notes about GTL and who we are as a company. Our office building is located out in Glenview, Illinois. If you're not too familiar with that town, it's a northwestern suburb. It's about 20 miles outside the city of Chicago. We were founded actually all the way back in 1936, so we've been around for a long time now. We are a mutual company licensed to do business in 49 states. The only state in which we do not conduct business in is New York. And our AM Best rating is excellent. It's currently rated A- by AM Best, and excellent is their words, not ours. It's their definition of A-. And lastly, we do have $0 of debt on our balance sheets. So just know that whenever you do write guarantee trust, you can feel 100% confident in knowing that we do have the means available to pay all viable claims that come our way. Right. And on top of that, just know when you do work with GTL, know that we're always innovating as much as possible. You know, this is a new product, a new feature we went ahead and built. Those of you who have worked with us over the years know we do a great job at launching new products out into the marketplace or adding new features, benefits, riders, whatever it may be, you know, just to help our policyholders and give you agents access to all that cutting edge medical advancements and care that is out there in the industry. So whether it is innovative products or whether you're looking to get claims paid quickly and promptly, looking to have your insureds very well taken care of, or you want your questions answered in a timely fashion, you'll feel confident in calling in to our customer service or agent support services whenever you do need us, because you're dealing with a very well equipped, knowledgeable staff. So aside from those couple of notes here, when it comes to, you know, cross-selling and marketing our plans, we do have plenty of tools at your disposal for any one of our products. On this slide here, we have a couple of examples of what is available. I will touch on these a little later, and note that we do have a consumer video as well. I'm going to go ahead and show you that right now. Quick note though, the audio is being buggy this morning. So if you do want to go ahead and check that out, please be sure to go onto the agent portal. You'll get a nice little narration over all the benefits that are included. But as for right now, I'm going to go ahead and just give you a quick little glimpse at what that video does look like.
With the rapid advancements in medical care, more procedures are being performed on an outpatient basis. While hospital stays are shorter and recovery times may be quicker, many people will still need some medical care from professionals and additional support from family members during their recovery. Guarantee Trust Life Insurance Company's Recover Cash short-term care insurance is designed to not only help you cover out-of-pocket expenses you may incur during your recovery, but also to provide support for your family caregiver, helping you along the way. Recover Cash's benefits are flexible. You can choose to receive benefits for nursing homes, assisted living facilities, or even home health care. When you choose to add home health care benefits, not only will you receive weekly cash benefits to help pay for the costs associated with home health care, but it will also include a $3,500 cash benefit and concierge caregiver support services for your loved ones, provided by TCARE. TCARE was built by family caregivers with the belief that family caregivers need to be cared for too. With tailored action plans, tech-enabled insights, and comprehensive resources, TCARE's state-of-the-art family caregiver support services are designed to help identify and prevent the all-too-common burnout family members experience when caring for a loved one. Now, let's see a quick example on how it works. Meet Phil. When Phil turned 62, Phil purchased a GTL Recover Cash policy with a $100 per day nursing home benefit and a $500 per week home health care rider for only $23.33 per month. When Phil turned 68, he suffered a stroke, which made it difficult for him to do normal daily tasks. He knew he needed additional help, but still wanted to recover at home. Phil's healthcare provider certified that he needed a licensed home healthcare practitioner to help with 2 of his activities of daily living. Phil realized he needed additional support beyond the professional care, so his only daughter Lisa started to help care for him. Phil used the $500 per week from GTL to help pay for his care. After Phil's home health care claim was approved by GTL, Lisa registered and went through TCARE's Caregiver Assessment Tool to help prevent burnout and identify resources in her community to help care for her father. GTL then paid Phil $3,500, which he gave to Lisa to pay for her gas and car repairs due to traveling to and from her dad's house every day. With the help of TCARE's certified caregiver navigators, Lisa was able to take care of herself while taking care of her dad. Instead of worrying about his finances or his daughter's well-being due to his stroke, Phil was able to receive the financial support he needed from GTL and the caregiver support Lisa needed from TCARE to help them on their journey. You shouldn't have to worry about the full extent of the financial or mental toll of short-term care for you or your family caregivers. So now is a great time to think about GTL's Recover Cash.
Alrighty, so in short, that is the video. All it really did highlight was Recover Cash as a whole and how a typical claim will look like for an insured who does have this policy and how they can take advantage of all the benefits. It's explained in a very high level fashion to make it very simple for the agents or for your insureds to actually understand how it would work. Now, again, you'll want to go ahead and reference that on our agent portal. You can go ahead and view that video on there. If you would like full audio, or if you want to market it some other places, whether you have your own website, you want to post it on your social platforms or social media platforms, I should say, compliance has already approved it to be distributed on those platforms. So feel free to go ahead and do that. Now, we do have an e-app platform I want to mention to go ahead and write business, but for Recover Cash, this product is not yet available on the e-app. We haven't officially launched it out to the field or announced it yet. However, we are currently accepting paper applications. So you can go ahead and submit business that way. Just be sure you're keeping an eye on your emails for when that launch email does go out. And real quick, this is the state availability for Recover Cash, where it's available for sale currently, are all the states that are shaded in pink. We do have a couple of states that are expected to be announced pretty soon. Those are Arizona, Texas, and Pennsylvania. All right, and now here's a quick couple notes here on why you might want to sell Recover Cash. And first and foremost here is that these benefits are going to be payable directly to your clients. This is money they're going to be receiving via check in the mail. So real physical cash they get to see come into them. They can use to help cover all their costs associated with living in a nursing home or assisted living facility. Not only that, is that if you're writing a husband and wife or partners, whatever it may be, they will be receiving a 10% spousal discount with this plan. They'll have the option to take out a short-term home health care rider, and that includes those caregiver benefits. That's going to be $3,500 and access to family caregiver support services that'll help your insureds coordinate any care that may be needed. You'll have options to add on either simple or compound inflation protection riders, and you'll also have the ability to choose whether or not you want a 0-day elimination period or a 20-day elimination period. And then lastly here, you'll see that the benefits will actually restore once during the lifetime of the policy. All right, and here's a couple of caregiving facts here. I mentioned that we did, go ahead and introduce this brand new caregiver benefit. So we want to go ahead and introduce some facts here associated with caregiving to kind of draw your attention to why we went ahead and did this. So first things first is that the yearly average for a private nursing home room is over $100,000. That's a lot of money that will increase stress that the caregiver and the insured is having to deal with when they do need that care. And 40 million people actually reported being family caregivers over the past 5 years. That is a ton of people. And not only that, of those caregivers, 40% of them actually end up suffering from depression, and 85% of family givers do not receive any Respire care. Now, with Recover Cash, there's going to be a couple benefits to choose from when you do take out this plan. You have the option of either just having a nursing home or assisted living facility benefit, or you can go ahead and tack on home health care rider with that family caregiver support. You don't have to have both in the same policy, but just know you do have the option of adding that home health care support. And here's how the benefit is actually going to work. So you'll be given the option of how much you want your insured to be paid per day. You'll have the option of choosing in $10 increments anywhere within the range of $50 per day, all the way up to $300 a day. Then, of course, you're going to go ahead and select whether or not you want an elimination period for your insured. Okay, if you want no day elimination period, that means they can go ahead and start collecting from the first day they are confined in a skilled nursing facility or an assisted living facility. Or if they go ahead and choose 20 days, that benefit is not payable until they have been in that facility for those 20 days. After you go ahead and get that straightened out, you'll then be given the option to choose from any of the benefit periods that are listed on the screen here. That'll be on the bottom right-hand corner. You can choose anywhere from 30 to 360 benefit days there. Once you go ahead and get that all straightened out, now we can go ahead and address how to actually start collecting. So again, if there is an elimination period, that will have to be satisfied. And then once it is, GTL will go ahead and pay that daily benefit amount for each day your client is confined in that qualified nursing home or that assisted living facility. Now, the bed reservation coverage that's built in will pay up to a maximum benefit of 10 days if they do return to that same facility where they resided prior to their hospital confinement. Now, the covered lifetime maximum with the bed reservation coverage is 20 days. So that's something important to note there. Next, the inflation riders. So there's two different options here, either simple or compound inflation protection. So with the simple increasing inflation protection benefit rider, each year your client's policy is in force, their daily maximum amounts will be increased automatically by 5% of that original benefit amount you signed them up for. Whereas with the compound increasing inflation rider, the daily maximum will increase 5%. However, that'll be compounded annually for the lifetime of that policy. And then next we have our home healthcare rider. This is the one that has that built-in family caregiver support. So with this rider, again, you're going to go through the right-hand side of your screen here, sign up your insured for whatever fits their needs best. The home healthcare benefit can be paid anywhere from $50 per week all the way up to $1,400 per week. And that one's available in $50 increments to help increase flexibility there. Same options with the elimination periods. And when it comes to the benefit period options, you have two options. It's payable over 26 weeks or 52. Now, aside from those is you get the included family caregiver benefit, and this will be a lump sum dollar amount of $3,500 paid out to that client or your client's loved one who is actually go ahead and providing them care. And in addition to that lump sum dollar amount, they'll also have access to the family caregiver support services that TCARE does include. Okay, and how it would work with this rider is that you would have to be approved for a home health care claim in order to go ahead and start receiving those family caregiver benefits. Now, typical triggers are that skilled nursing or that home health care stay will have to be as a result of any functional impairment, which is, the inability to perform any 2 of the 6 basic activities of daily living, or they have a cognitive impairment. All right, now we will pay the selected benefit though on the home healthcare rider per week after your client does receive at least 3 covered home healthcare service treatments or visits of at least an hour per visit from a licensed home healthcare practitioner. All right, and again, benefit qualifications, real quick, to qualify for any of these benefits, just to reiterate here, it's either going to be 1 or 2. Inability to perform 2 of the 6 activities of daily living without any supervision or assistance, or they have suffered a cognitive impairment and require substantial supervision. And of course, again, they would have to satisfy any elimination period if there is any. All right, now this is kind of where I'm going to get into the TCARE side of things and start dealing with some sort of carrier burnout. This is where the policy gets really cool, in my opinion, and everyone shares the same opinion here at GTL because this is such a unique benefit that we do have. So how this is going to work is your clients have a home health care claim. It's been approved by GTL, and let's say their caregiver, their family caregiver, has gone through TCARE's caregiver assessment tool. Once that's been done, then GTL will go ahead and cut the $3,500 check, send it out to the client or their caregiver to go ahead and take care of, some of the stress or expenses that they're incurring in order to go ahead and, taking care of their loved one. And then they'll have access to, those targeted concierge support services that are provided by TCARE. That's going to help them coordinate care, access resources throughout their community to go ahead and, coordinate those sorts of benefits. Right. And if you're wondering who TCARE is, they are, a company that actually does enable those family caregivers to actually focus on what matters the most to them. And that's going to be taking care of not just themselves, but their loved ones as well. We understand that, caregiver burnout is a real thing. And a couple of those stats I showed you a little earlier today already alluded to that. There's that depression statistic as well as the cost that they incur just for taking care of their loved ones. So with TCARE, they'll provide, specifically tailored action plans for each specific client. They'll use their tech-enabled insights, comprehensive resources, and their family care protection products to go ahead and further assist that family caregiver in providing the best possible care they can for their loved one. Alrighty. Now, we're going to explain real quick, step by step, how that caregiver, screening support tool is actually going to work here on this screen. Because it's a little bit newer of a benefit, we want to make sure everyone is on the same page when it does come time to coach your clients, or maybe you're dealing with your clients' loved ones when it does come to signing up for the service. Is step 1. They're going to go ahead and register with TCARE. All the registration information is going to be included in their policy documents, so you want to make sure that they save those in a safe place and maybe go ahead and highlight the section that contains, the instructions on how to get on their website and register. Once you get on there, though, they're going to go ahead and complete that family caregiver assessment and answer all of those questions. TCARE at that point will then go ahead and identify the caregiver needs. And once that's taken care of, they'll then go ahead and start developing a tailored care plan for that insured. When GTL does receive that tailored care plan or receive confirmation that that's been taken care of, it's at that point we will actually go ahead and pay the $3,500 to help cover all of those out-of-pocket expenses that the caregiver is currently incurring. Once that's taken care of, then all the information and referrals to the local resources are going to go ahead and take place. Once that is done, they'll then go ahead and give those easy to access digital tools and reminders to go ahead and make sure that their current plan of action is being rolled out efficiently as it should be. And that's pretty much it. Last step there is going to be a 3-month follow-up with a TCARE specialist, and they'll receive ongoing support, just to make sure that plan is being executed properly and maybe make little tweaks if they are necessary. So it is pretty simple when you look at it, just these quick 8 simple steps here. It's going to be a great tool for your insureds to have. And, if they do currently have children who they're already expecting to receive future care for, this is something they may want to speak to them about, because it'll really ease the burden that comes with, actually giving care to a parent. And real quick, I'm going to pause for a couple of seconds here. These are the health questions that you are going to find on the paper application. So if you do want to go ahead and take a quick little snapshot of these, I would advise you go ahead and do that now. There are only 5 questions. However, there are subsets to each question here. Just make sure you, jot those down, take a picture, whatever it may be. If you would like a sample application of these, or if you want to go ahead and just download a paper application, you'll find them in the same place. That's on our agent portal at gtlic.com. You want to go ahead and log in there. You'll click on Access GT Link, select your product, open up that application. You can go ahead and download that onto your computer, or you can actually order hard copies of it. And next here, I just have a couple of quick sample rates for you guys. They're separated by non-tobacco and tobacco. And the sample plan I went ahead and give you guys an idea of, we're going to be looking at $150 payable a day over the course of 180 days with a 20-day elimination period for the short-term nursing home benefit itself. And included with this is the home health care rider that's payable at $500 a week over 26 weeks with a 20-day elimination. And they're separated by both non-tobacco rates and tobacco rates. So this is just to give you a quick little look at what rates may look like. Alrighty, and that is pretty much it for the plan itself. When it comes to marketing materials, this is everything we do have available at the current moment. And again, this is all available on GTL's agent portal. Our website is listed for you here. If you would like to place an order online, feel free to go ahead and do so. If you'd like to call in and have an order placed with one of our sales support reps, you're more than welcome to do that as well. Their number is listed for you here. It is 800-323-6907. Or if you're more comfortable with emailing, that's totally fine too. It's agency@gtlic.com. And again, we do have that consumer video available. If you can't find it online, feel free, go ahead and contact our sales support reps as well. They can go ahead and forward you the link to that consumer video. Alrighty, but that is all that I had for you. This is a little bit of a quicker training here. So if you do have any, further product or processing questions that may have not been asked in the chat already, go ahead and jot down this information here for future reference, or if you want to call in at a later time. Sales support's number again is 800-323-6907. You can call or text that number. Their hours are 7 to 5 Monday through Thursday, that's Central Time, and from 8 to noon on Fridays. So again, thanks for joining us this morning. We have great expectations for this product. Hopefully you do too, now that you've seen a little bit more about the new benefits that we went ahead and added on top of the already existing nursing facility and home health care benefits. We expect this to be a home run. Hopefully you guys do as well. But yeah, thank you again. I look forward to working with you guys in the future. Brad, I'm not seeing anything in the chat here. Do you have anything on your end? Any questions you want me to maybe address?
Yeah, actually, and then there are some coming in that I can't read yet. Can you pull up the state availability list again?
No problem. No problem.
The question was Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin. I know Illinois.
Illinois, yes. Wisconsin, Indiana, not right now.
Yep. We have what qualifications require for the family assessment?
So the family assessment tool, that's going to be, I think it's handled on a case-by-case basis based on the answers to those questions. But I believe those are located on a specimen policy. I can go ahead and try to get my hands on those, but I do not have those questions like off the top of my head or like, at a current, like within hand's reach at the moment.
Yes, and actually, I've kind of taken care of the rest of the questions. That's really all I have. Once again, hey guys, I appreciate y'all jumping in on this webinar and for Zach to present it. So if you have any other questions, you want any marketing material, anything, feel free to contact me here at Premier. I'll be happy to help you out. Otherwise, look forward to talking to you. Take care. Bye.
Awesome.